So, I am currently on another day trying to learn the song Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Before I get started on this song here, so my current goal is to be able to play this song on guitar and sing it at the same time. Now, I found another YouTube video out there and stuff of someone kind of explaining and stuff, the same thing I've heard before, that to be able to play a song on guitar and sing at the same time is difficult. So here, I'm going to try to do my best to explain this. If you can imagine a mother or father, either one, trying to take care of a newborn or a young child at the same time, maybe having a conversation on a phone and maybe even cooking dinner at the same time. They are doing three different things: holding the child, having a conversation on the phone, and trying to hook at the same time. Now the thing about this is yes, they can do it, but you got to kind of look beyond what you're actually just seeing. Their focus, which is one of the elements I mentioned as far as learning how to play guitar. Their focus could be either on the cooking itself, or on the conversation with the phone, or whoever they're talking to, or the baby itself. In my opinion, there's what's called a split focus. So when they're doing all three of these at the same time, they could be having 100% of their focus on the child and end up burning the food, or have no idea what the person said on the phone. Or if they split their focus, they're not sure maybe what the child is doing, but they're able to cook the food without burning it or undercooking it, and able to keep up with the conversation. The same kind of concept is happening when you're trying to play guitar and sing at the same time. Now, I commend all the mothers or fathers out there and stuff that were able to do it and did it successfully and stuff. It's a very difficult challenge. It's something you kind of have to do, and I think that for the most part, for all mothers and fathers out there, including my own, I'm still here, so obviously they did a great job. And if you are here too and stuff, then I would suggest you give them a congratulations for the same thing. It's not an easy task, and if you're trying to learn how to play guitar and sing at the same time, that's pretty much the same thing that they went through while raising you or whatnot. So your focus and stuff is between putting if you're left-handed or right-handed, I'm not sure which, but whatever hand you're using for the fretboard, putting your fingers in the right places at the right time, your other hand trying to strumming the pattern, while your brain is sitting there trying to think of maybe the lyrics or the song or whatnot and sing at the same time. So there's three different things: 1, 2, and then what's the words are coming out of your mouth. You're trying to remember the lyrics. In this case and stuff, I've gotten a fourth concept in here because I'm also trying to hear it at the same time. So to be able to get past this point, or pretty much play and sing at the same time, this hand has to be able to do stuff that's just natural to it without you're not thinking at all what this hand is doing. It just knows where to go at the right time. Same thing with your hand that's picking or strumming. That hand has to be able to do what it's supposed to do without having to think about it. That way you can focus on the lyrics. Or vice versa, you have to know the lyrics and be able to sing them without even having to think about it. That way you can focus on one of the other things. Otherwise, when you're trying to do this and stuff, you stumble upon one of the three things. For me, it's either finger placement, or my strumming pattern gets messed up, or I completely forget what the lyrics are to the song. Again, I've gotten the YouTube video up here of the song. I've got the tablature up here because I don't have any of this completely memorized. So there's another thing. I'm trying to memorize it all. So while I'm sitting here playing this, now the first part and stuff, yes, it's easy because there's no lyrics. So the only thing I have to focus on is what this hand is doing and this hand is doing. And stuff, I still have to kind of look at what I'm doing down here and stuff, making sure I'm hitting the right string, because I don't have memory built into this hand yet which string comes next. So the only way to get past this and stuff is to continuously play this over and over. And this may, you may have to end up playing this 100 times, 1,000 times before you actually get it down. That's why they say to, when you play these songs and stuff, once you play it once, play it again, play it again, play it again, play it again, 5 times a day, 10 times a day if you can. It will eventually get easier and stuff because your fingers will start getting those memories built up and stuff to where you can sit there and strum without having to even think about it. Some people, when they do this and stuff, they just have a consistent pattern going. And if you notice and stuff, when I'm talking and stuff, my talking and this hand right here are kind of trying to mimic each other because I have to think about it a little bit. So, but yes, that intro part and stuff, so you only really have to do 2 things, which is focus on what this hand's doing and what this hand's doing, which means you may have to look down and see what they're doing and stuff until you get really, really comfortable with it. So comfortable that you just don't even have to think about what you're doing. It's just natural. Again, from that part right there, you can either continue playing that over one more time, or you can go to trying to play the solo. If you end up messing up, they do kind of suggest if you mess up and stuff, you should start all over. You don't want to try to fix the mistake in the middle of it. And that's a memorization thing. So if you try to fix the mistake and stuff, you might be implanting that mistake in the correction in your mind to where the next time you play it and stuff, you're doing the same thing again. So if you make a mistake and stuff, they kind of suggest start all over. So I'm not really doing this correctly and stuff because I'm doing 3 things at once. You may not see it, but what's running through my mind right now is where my fingers are supposed to be, what strings I'm supposed to hit with this hand, and trying to also memorize the song that I'm playing. The tablature I've got on my computer right now, and trying to memorize that without actually having to look at it. So until I get this down pat to where I don't have to think about it, yes, that it does happen. So there is 3 things going on here, and that's why I'm making mistakes. My focus is split between multiple things. So slowing down is what actually helps, is because then your focus you can slow the focus process down and stuff and be like, okay, so this, 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 this. So, but playing it right and stuff over and over and over is kind of the concept of getting it memorized. Uh, if you have to slow it down, then slow it down. Better to get it right than make mistakes and have to correct it, and trying to use the corrections for memorization over the correct way of doing it. Seen it right there, and I actually sped up it quite a bit and stuff. And we have a habit of doing that when we're trying to learn how to play guitar, because we like to hear what it actually is supposed to sound like. That can be kind of a bad habit and stuff, especially if you don't have it memorized yet. It's not a big deal. Just go back through it and try to do it right correctly the first time at the correct speed, or even at a slower speed until you get it memorized. Once you get it down the first time, go through it again. The more you go through it in a single day and stuff, the better you go actually notice yourself getting as you continuously play it over and over and over. From the first time to the fifth time, you should see a little bit of progress, if not a lot of progress, just depending on how well you pick it up or how fast you pick it up. Now, right now, I'm not listening to the song on my headset. Right now, I'm just trying to play the song off the tablature and off memory. Since I'm not listening to the song and stuff, my strumming pattern is actually not correct. I know it's not. What I'm actually doing morely right now is focusing on where my fingers are supposed to be up here. Trying to get used to the chord changes. If you're a beginner guitar player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're an experienced guitar player, yes, you may know what I'm talking about. You may not. I don't know. But yes, trying to get used to getting my fingers in the right spots for the right chords. So... So I went from a G to a C to a D and then back to a C. That's not correct. It should have been an A minor. Again, that kind of may also depend on what tablature or what you're using to study this and learn this. Ultimately, it'll end up being the song itself and stuff off of YouTube. Because I don't exactly know where or who wrote the tablature to this and where they got the information from. So, but right now it's just simply about trying to get these fingers to work properly. I've got the right position here, but my fingers are actually just a little off on their spots. So I got to kind of readjust them here and stuff to get them in the right spots because it's just a little uncomfortable right there. Trying to keep a steady pace throughout the entire song, so that's why I'm doing this slower than what I did the previous time. And if you're not sure if you're actually hitting all the strings when you're playing the chords, pluck each one individually. Make sure they're all ringing out the way they're supposed to be ringing out. Also, make sure your guitar is actually in tune, so it sounds proper. So, kind of gives you an idea of the whole roundabout thing there. So, I'm going to try to play this with a little bit more speed all the way through. I'm still don't have the song playing in my head right now, but I already messed up right there. I got to remember and stuff at the beginning of this song. I'm not 100% sure without actually hearing the song itself. It probably is a little off, but the strumming pattern does change throughout the song a little bit. Again, that's according to this tablature. This tablature may have been written by somebody that was trying to learn the song just by listening to it. So. Yeah, I actually forgot what I was supposed to be doing right there. Let's up a little bit. Let's try it again. kind of lost my place and stuff because I'm not sure if I need to go back to the C at that point in time or the D. I've lost my place a little bit, but so from here, I am actually going to make the attempt to play along with the song. And maybe here in a little bit I will attempt to sing it, but you'll notice when I try to sing it and stuff, my focus being split between three ways. Either my singing is going to follow my strumming pattern, or my strumming pattern is going to try to follow my singing, or I'm going to completely mess up what I'm supposed to be doing up here, if I end up trying it. So, it should be set up to where you cannot hear the song itself through my headset. Let's hope that works. So, unfortunately, I did try to do that, but I can't hear it very well while I'm trying to play. And if I turn it up and stuff, I'm afraid the microphone's going to pick up what I'm hearing in my headset. If it does that, then I get into what's known as the Musical Digital Copyright Act law, and I don't really want to infringe on that at all. So, in order for me to be able to play this and sing it at the same time with the song and stuff, I would have to actually turn my headset up so I can hear it better over my guitar playing. So I think I'll go ahead and end the video here with that. And maybe at a later time and stuff I'll work on getting better at this song. I will end up practicing the song later more today, so it just won't be on video. I'll try to make another video today of another song that I'm working on learning how to play, but that'll be at a later time. So